they haven't done one study on these voices, not one.
Mm-hmm.
They've just out of nowhere just, oh, well, we think they're hallucinations because they don't make any sense to us, so they're hallucinations.
Well, it could be even worse than that. It could be that there are people that study this all the time, that know how this technology works perfectly well. It could be that there's a certain ceremony, such as laying in a coffin at a 322 ceremony at Harvard and confessing all of your sexual sins to a group of people as they watch over you. This could be some sort of ceremony where you're opening your egoic defenses and you're allowing a possession to enter you. I know it sounds crazy, but if you look at just how well these demonic forces run things, they're always at the top, that it would seem to be almost naive for us not to at least consider the possibility that these possessions could be happening on a professional, installed program, much like you would administer a vaccine. Anyone who wants to be in charge of our world is going to come through an elite Ivy League school. And out of that Ivy League school, there's going to be a secret society that you enter. And inside that secret society is a ritual. And that ritual could electromagnetically open up some sort of doorway or some sort of channel where these creatures enter. It would explain why there's been such a systematic attack over our treatment of these situations. We're not treating them. We're managing them. And I know that no one cares more than the people that are in the trenches fighting this. I know that. No one's willing to sacrifice more, but their hands are completely tied, and it's always tied by someone above them. Just like the demons, it's always tied by someone above their chain of command that they don't even get to see. They're just told this is not how we do things.
Well, that's usually it's psychiatry, and that triggers the memory of one time I was working at one of the psych hospitals, and it had been taken over by a private corporation, and the patients themselves they got together and they were doing this exorcism on this other patient, which was interesting. And one of the nurses saw that and just kind of turned a blind eye. When psychiatry found out, they fired her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you will not let this kind of stuff go on
Yep.
in our institutions.
That's exactly what got me fired. And it was weird because the guy that fired me was a former patient at this place and had a very different approach. He was very much wanted to run it like a prison. And it just only now, man, I wish I would have had your wisdom when I was in that position.
No, you don't. No, you don't, because they would have beat the crap out of you like they did to me.